This one's gotten more people to panic and question mechanics than almost any other car issue: the catalytic converter malfunction light. You're driving along, running errands, maybe on the highway, and that cozy little engine light with a zigzag pops up. Boom. Anxiety. Catalytic converters sound high-tech, but their job is brutally simple. They take nasty exhaust gases, stuff that actually causes acid rain and lung problems, and transform them into less disastrous things before it reaches the air. Without them, pollution would easily go up by 80% overnight. When a catalytic converter starts to go bad, it's never dramatic at first. The car runs a bit rough. Fuel efficiency quietly drops by a few miles per gallon. People ignore it, thinking it's a bad tank of gas. But the early signs are like your car's subtle way of texting, "Hey, I'm dying over here." Then comes the smell. If your car suddenly has a faint, rotten egg whiff every time you start it, congrats, that's sulfur, something your catalytic converter is supposed to neutralize. Not a good sign. Once that smell happens, you're in the pay attention or pay a lot more later zone. Power loss is another pain point that gets folks shaking their heads. You press the accelerator, but your car lags. Uphill becomes torture. It's like the car is moonwalking instead of running. Sometimes it'll literally stall out, which somehow always happens in the most awkward intersection possible. The check engine light is the big red flag, but here's a pro tip most people don't know. An OBD-II scanner can tell you specifically if it's a catalyst system efficiency error, usually something like code P0420. These cost $30 online and will save you at least $100 per diagnosis. Ignoring the warning isn't just bad for the car. It actually causes the engine to run hotter and can destroy the converter entirely. Then you're looking at a $1,500 repair instead of a $150 fix. I've seen folks try to cheap out and end up paying way more. A stressed-out catalytic converter also throws off your emissions test. In states like California or even here in Oregon, that's an automatic fail. If you're planning to sell your car or just need tags renewed, you'll have to deal with this before the DMV lets you drive off. What causes the failure? Sometimes it's fuel mixture issues, a worn-out oxygen sensor, or old spark plugs dumping unburnt fuel into the system. Every extra bit of fuel that hits the converter burns it out quicker. Think of it like running a marathon with a 50-pound backpack. The actual replacement isn't rocket science for a professional, but doing it yourself requires jack stands, the right wrenches, and being cool with rust and heat shields. YouTube mechanics make it look easy, but a stuck bolt can extend your weekend project into a week. If you live in a city, there's another twist: catalytic converter theft. A replacement might not even be a broken one. Thieves steal these things because the inside is like a gold mine of platinum, palladium, and rhodium. A pro tip: engraving your plate number or installing a guard can drop theft risk by 80%. At the end of the day, the catalytic converter does a thankless job, but when it fails, the whole car ecosystem goes out of whack. If you're worried about it, pay attention to engine warnings, fuel economy, and smells. Your car is definitely trying to tell you something. Listen early, save money,